Welcome guys to my channel, my name is Adam, and in today's video I'm gonna talk about shortcuts. Why they are important, why you should use them, and why you should care. I will tell you in this video. Let's go. Okay guys, we are in my computer and I'm gonna show you a few tricks. This will improve your computer knowledge, this will improve your computer skills, and the most important, efficiency. Whatever you do, are you programmer, are you graphic designer, are you could be even browsing internet, you don't do anything special, but even for those who are only browsing the internet, shortcuts are amazing way to speed up everything you do.
There are 4 things you ought to know about Windows 95. It's easier, it's faster, it's more powerful, and it's got great compatibility. Now, point the mouse at the start button, bottom left, and click.
Oh, look, Maddie, I'm computing. Oh. Okay, now what's that button?
Don't touch that. Whatever you do, stay away from that button.
Or you'll go blind?
Worse, way worse. From the top, you've got Programs, which, with a little drag on the mouse, cascades into a submenu that allows you to quickly launch many of your programs. This replaces Program Manager in the old Windows. It's way better. Now, below that is your Documents menu, which contains your recently used documents.
So that means you can get back to work on a file faster.
Precisely. Now,
Since Windows 95, which was in 1995, we used to use mouse. It's very handy. You just move your mouse all around, drag things, doing things, double clicking, and you have everything you need. And we got lazy. We have everything just by one press of the button. But now I'm gonna show you how using shortcuts will improve your whole computer experience, your work, your efficiency. Everything you do on the computer will be improved, it will be much faster. Okay, let's start with something simple. For Windows users, one of the most important things is Ctrl, Shift and Escape. What that does, I will show you now. Ctrl, Shift, Escape. This opens the task manager. It's very handy for me. Back in the day, we used to use a little bit different combination. We use Ctrl Alt Delete, but that shows a little bit different thing. And now you need to click on Task Manager, and only now you have this window. So again, Ctrl Shift Escape and you have a Task Manager. If you roughly know how to use the computer, you know this is very handy, because I will give you just one example. Suddenly your computer works very slow and you don't know what's going on, so just by looking at the Task Manager you can clearly see what exactly is happening and what program is taking the most resources. Let's have a look. CPU is doing almost nothing, in my case memory 28% taken, this doing nothing, network nothing, but GPU is doing something. If you click on this icon GPU, first on the top will be the program that using the GPU the most. So in my case, because I'm recording this video, I'm using this software to record desktop, so I know it is used by NVIDIA container. But sometimes we have situation, I will just show you quickly. Let's say your computer is very sluggish, something is taking a lot of resources. I will just simulate this. And you want to know what's going on, so very easy. Ctrl Shift Escape, you see 100% here. Let's click on this and I see application called CPU Z is taking all the resources of CPU. I can quickly kill this application. So end task, right click on the button, end task, or I'm going here, end task. Okay, so that was Ctrl Shift Escape. Let's go back for one moment to Ctrl Alt Delete. Why this is interesting, why this is also important. Okay, let's have a look at this menu section here. I can quickly lock my computer, I can quickly switch user, I can quickly sign out, change the password, or I can simply open the task manager. So let's say you are working, Okay, you're in the middle of something, you're working, and suddenly someone is calling you, but you don't want to leave your computer unattended, so quickly you could do Ctrl Alt Delete and press lock. Computer will be locked. Okay. Please remember as well about the simple one button. I cannot call it shortcut, but we could think about this as a shortcut. I'm talking about the Windows button, it's very important. So instead of dragging your mouse all the way down here to the menu start and press this, boom, and you are here, you can simply, it doesn't matter where your mouse pointer is, you can simply press Window button and you have your Windows menu here. I'm using this all the time because, for example, I want to open, let's say, Brave browser. I can walk around with this mouse, look for the Brave icon. One is here. Let's say I don't have it here, so I will go here and I will start freaking looking where the heck is that. Forget about this. Window button, start typing Brave. You don't need to put the whole name. I just put BRA and already showing me Brave. Simply enter. I have a browser. Another quite handy thing is Shift and Delete. We all know what delete button means. If I press delete on the keyboard, we'll delete the file folder, but it's not actually deleting, it's going to the recycle bin. From here I need to click empty recycle bin to really get rid of this file or folder. But if I press Shift Delete, this will just disappear straight away. Boom, done. Since we are talking about the Windows shortcut, I'm gonna show you something very handy. I didn't use this for a long time, to be honest. I started using this recently, and I found it extremely useful. So, you see this window. I want this window to be, let's say, full, or move to the right or to the bottom. Maybe I want open two things in the same time and divide my screen to two sections. I could do that manually. I could do this. I will move to the right. I will click here, drag it, do whatever I want. Now I will open something else and I will be dragging here, move it, the mouse like that. Or I can do something else. Windows button and arrows. If you press Window button and up, you have the full screen. Window up button and down, you have what you had before. Window button and left, everything goes to the left. Window button to the right, everything goes to the right. This is freaking fantastic. Combination window button with a shift and arrows will move this active window to another screen. For example, I have my telly connected to my computer. So if I press this now, shift, window and left, that goes to my telly. So maybe you have few screens. Maybe you have a laptop connected to the monitor and the monitor acts like another screen. Maybe you're sitting and you have 3 monitors, 4 monitors, whatever. So this simple trick will move this to the different monitors. I'm using this all the time because sometimes I'm starting my computer without main monitor on. So I'm logging to my Windows, looking just at the telly, and I'm opening, let's say, browser, and I can't see it because it's on the other side of the screen. So I'm just making sure the window is active. I'm using this shift window left or right, and my window appear on the different screen. Okay guys, probably most of you know about this already, but please don't forget about Windows and tab. What that exactly does, let's say you have many windows open and you wanna switch between those. So for that, you use Alt plus Tab button, and you choose which window you want. Again, if I want to hide those windows, I could press this button on every window here. So I'm pressing this, pressing this, pressing that. Or I can use what I just showed you. I can use window and arrow down. So let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Okay guys, let's talk about the shortcuts that you should know, and they are used in many applications. It's like a standard rule. For example, Ctrl Z, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. They are so common now that it doesn't matter really what program you're using. They will probably use the same combination. So, for example, let's open something. Okay, so let's type something. First combination is Ctrl A. I want to show you. Ctrl A is grabbing everything you have here, and this you can use in many situations. For example, here, for example, if I press Ctrl A, will grab all the files. Ctrl A is very useful. You can use in many programs. So have a try. Whatever you use, press Ctrl A in your program and have a look what will happen. So again, when I press Ctrl A, it's grabbing all the text. If I press now Ctrl C, that means copy. And if I go, let's say here, and press Ctrl V, we'll paste this. So we have Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Okay, let's have a look at this. For example, you made mistake somewhere, and this part of the text should be somewhere else. It's still for you important, so you don't want to delete it. You could delete it, but you don't want this. But you want to move it somewhere else. So for this, you have Ctrl X. Ctrl X is it's like a cut. It's like a scissors. You have a piece of paper. It's cutting this piece, but it's not throwing. You still have this piece. So I'm cutting this, Ctrl X, and I'm going somewhere else. Let's say I want it here. And Ctrl V, which is paste. So we have Ctrl A, gathers everything. Ctrl X, cutting everything. Ctrl V, pasting. Just in case if I didn't mention about this, Ctrl Z, it's like reversing your last thing you did. For example, I'm active document and I was doing something, accidentally put my hand on the keyboard. I did something, I'm not sure what I did exactly. I can just press Ctrl Z. So let's have a look at this. What will happen if I press Ctrl Z? The last change I made is gone. The same with, for example, I made a folder here. I accidentally deleted. If I press now Ctrl Z, the folder is back here. So those things I just told you, that they are useful in many scenarios. Not only in operating system Windows, but many other places. Whatever program you use, I guarantee you those buttons, those shortcuts, they will work. Ctrl S. Ctrl S is simply saving the file. So instead of going here, File, Save, you can just press Ctrl S. If you do that first time, he will ask you about the name of the file. So let's put the name. But from now on, whatever you do, when you press Ctrl S, he will just save it. That's it. So Ctrl S, boom, it's saved. I'm using this quite often. I'm working on something. I'm putting a lot of data, and anything could happen. So every now and then, probably every few minutes, I'm working, doing something, and I'm just pressing Ctrl S, and it's saved. Okay guys, one more thing with Alt. Alt F4. Alt F4, it's closing the window. Very handy. Let's say someone is approaching you and you're doing something on the computer and you don't want him to know what you're doing. Quickly press Alt F4, boom, disappeared. Or Alt Tab, like I told you before, Alt Tab, and boom, you are on the different window. Okay, so I don't need this, Alt F4. In this case, he will ask me what to do with this because I didn't save it. I don't save. Okay guys, let's talk now about browsing experience. Doesn't matter what browser you're using, there are few rules that apply to all of them. For example, Ctrl plus or minus will make everything bigger or smaller. Very handy. Sometimes you're on this website and you cannot really see, let's go, and sometimes you wanna have something larger. Let's say for any reason this text is too small for you, you just press this Ctrl plus and you have this bigger, or maybe you want it smaller. So Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus. Okay, what next? Ctrl T. Ctrl T is making another tab. It's also very handy because sometimes you're reading something and there is this article about this great thing you want to quickly check on the internet. Maybe there is this new vacuum cleaner you want to buy and you're wondering how much that costs. So quickly Ctrl T, you have a new tab and you can put this, let's say Dyson V7 vacuum, and boom, and you have the information you want. Okay, now we finished, we don't need this. So Ctrl T was making a new tab. Ctrl W, it's closing the tab, so I don't need this. Ctrl W, I don't need this either. Ctrl W. Okay, please don't forget about the buttons like page up, page down, home and end. Instead of using your mouse all the time and dragging your mouse going up and down, or even using the scroll button, you could simply start reading the article and use page up, page down button. Let's go, I read this section, I want to go down, boom, I have this section again, I have this section again. I want to go back to the beginning, I'm just pressing home. I want to check something what was on the top, what was on the bottom, I'm pressing end, boom, very simple. Another thing I really like is, let's say you went on this BBC website page, you now press on this article took you to something else you like, you want to read something about this puppy, and you finish, you read everything, and now you want to go back to the article you was previously watching. Instead of going here and press back, you can use this Alt plus arrow left, and I'm back. I'm doing this again and I'm again back. If I press Alt right, I'm going back to the article with this lady, and if I press it again, I have an article with a doggy. Okay, I don't want to overload you with information, so the last thing I want to talk is watching movies on the internet. So let's go to YouTube page now. Okay, I have a YouTube page. Let's say I want to watch this this movie with this lady playing a piano. Okay, so I have this, and a few tricks you need to know, and those tricks apply to many other websites with a video on it. First is F button, just simply F. If I press F, I have a full screen. Very handy. F again, small screen again. So let's say I'm watching this and I wanna rewind a little bit. Not too much, just a little, maybe, I don't know, 10 seconds. Just press arrow right. And now I'm skipping. If you press arrow left, we'll go back. very handy as well. You watch something on YouTube, someone said something, you didn't catch it, or you want to listen again, just press left button. Every time it's moving 5 seconds back or 5 seconds forward. Arrow up and down, let's have a look what that does. It's increasing the volume. Or I can go like this. It's quiet. Space, don't forget about space. It's pausing the video. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is two buttons, F1 and F2. F1 is usually calling for help. So if I press F1 on this active window, let's have a look what will happen. F1. I have a page that showing me help regarding this active window, F1. So the same result I will have if I press this button here, which is help. So please remember, F1 is always help. I will show you a different example. I will open, let's say, this file manager. Okay, so if I press F1 here, I will have help window. So maybe you just installed a new program and you're looking for some features or some explanation, you don't know where the heck to look for them. You could press here help and go here to content F1, or just press F1. Already you are here and you wanna look for something, let's say license. Already you have this. Whatever you want, you can start searching from here. F2 button, I am using this quite often. For example, you're on this website, this freaking website is asking you non-stop about your phone number, let's say. And your phone number is very long, you don't remember it, so you could do this small trick. So you're making a folder with your phone number. I will just make it up any. So let's say this is your phone number and you're on this website, and this website requires you to put your phone number here. This is just weird. I'm just pretending I'm doing this. For any reason, I'm trying to put my phone number here. So instead of doing this, I'm looking what that is, 105 blah blah blah. Pressing this, F2, Ctrl C, go in here, Ctrl V, boom, voila. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this will improve your general experience and work efficiency. And if you like it, consider subscribing. I'm trying to make one video per week, so you can expect more of this. And yes, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. See ya.